football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last season's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Championship. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Single back takes the handoff.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Getting set. Here's second down. And now the running back's got it again.
Well, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Here's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff. It's Murphy. And the ball to the ground.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here comes a handoff. Breaks free. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Georgia. They draw first blood in this national title game. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Design quarterback run. They stopped them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, no Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's second down here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Bringing pressure. Wide open downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Clemson, as they answer with their first score of this title game. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He's got room to run. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Here he goes. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Chris, do you remember? This guy actually had a fumble early in the game. It's happened so long ago, I've forgotten about it. And speaking of forgetting about it, this guy has forgotten about it because what an impressive day he's had considering it started off so poorly.
And it falls incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
QAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets the first and still running. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got his man in the open field. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Murphy. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. 3rd down, the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter. The back's got it. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set, second down play here. Looking for a man. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Fighting off the defender. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They're going to run it. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Second down after that previous play. And the pass is way off the mark. I'm not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Murphy.
Well, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. Yeah, I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of ball.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Man, his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking. We had a short view of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they've got him on the blitz.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this 1st half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
1st down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his back. The sure hands. It's Murphy. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Coverage team brings down the returner. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. He'll hand it off. He breaks free. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Grab by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And they misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw over the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Clemson.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off from deep. Loses the football. The scramble is on. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Looking for the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Quick throw to the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Point after, not quite through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. What a catch! They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Finds an open target on the left side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And completion makes it second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. That's a designed quarterback keeper. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Touchdown, Clemson. This offense is still clicking.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense extending the lead and, in my opinion, putting this game away.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Hand off to the right side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Keeping it on the ground here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in a national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
But it's not been their day as it. But you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. It's a shotgun run call.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hope for. Let's review how we got here. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the... That's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And the defense comes up with the football.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Touchdown, Clemson. They could not stop him.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the extra point goes up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot to the right. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown. Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grinding away on the ground. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And the offense will just take a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense just takes a knee here.